While I think there are a few too many liberals who have a little bit too much fondness for Pope Francis, the apoplexy that he inspires in Christian conservatives is, I think, something we can all enjoy.
Pope Francis will release an encyclical on the environment on June 18th, and you suggested recently that the Holy Father should stay out of the debate on climate change. Here you are.
The church has gotten it wrong a few times on science.
What? No, the hell you say.
And I think that we probably are better off leaving science to the scientists and focusing on what we do, what we're really good at, which is theology and morality.
Just because the Pope's infallible doesn't mean he can't make mistakes.
2 points. If he's not a scientist, and in fact he does have a degree in chemistry, neither are you.
I agree.
And that's one point. And the second point is that somewhere between 80 and 90% of the scientists who have studied this say that human activity contributes to climate change.
You know, the ironic thing about this is that Pope Francis isn't looking into the Bible and deciding on that basis that climate change is real. In this case, he is actually deferring to the scientific consensus. The Pope is leaving it to the scientists. This isn't like the Church's defense of geocentrism. What Pope Francis is actually doing is more like if Pope Paul V, instead of telling Galileo to shut up, actually listened to Galileo and recommended we believe what he is saying.
So I guess the question would be, if he shouldn't talk about it, should you?
Well, we have to make public policy with regard to the environmental policy.
So Pope Francis should leave science to the scientists, but if politicians like Rick Santorum want to ignore scientists, that's apparently fine. The Pope, who has no say over environmental regulation, should listen to scientists. Santorum, however, who is actually in a position to act on scientists' advice, is apparently under no obligation to listen to them whatsoever. Santorum doesn't listen to scientists when it comes to climate change. He doesn't listen to scientists when it comes to what should actually be in public school science textbooks, and he definitely has no interest in listening to the scientists who tell him that being gay is not a disease and you shouldn't try to cure it.